Got some nice Nobles here. Noble M12. Is this the one with the Mondeo lights on it? I think it might be. Yeah, this one has that Mark 1 Mondeo lights on it. I do like these. Here's another Noble M600. Very cool looking car. Oh, it looks like it has like Alfa wheels. They're not though. And then there's that orange NSX again. I don't know if that was the signature color at one time for the NSXs. Okay, let's go see what else we've got around here. I'm going to get turned around and lost in no time, I think. Just look at how many people are here already. It's only like 10:30 and it's absolutely rammed. So many people here. Oh, look at that Countach. That is, wow, that's a proper old one, that. It looks like a 70s Countach. LP 400. It's amazing to think that cars looked like that back in the 70s. And now they look, well, like the electric stuff we've got today. This has already caught my attention. Oh my God, I've just seen something else that's caught my attention. Renault Alpine, really stunning car. But just behind it, just there, is something that's even cooler, I think, perhaps. It's like a Renault Twingo, but it's like done it like a Renault Sport Twingo. Oh my God. That looks so cool. So they did a Renault Clio Sport with the engine in the rear, and this is like a Twingo version of that. So you can see vents in the side of it here, and if you look in the back, we've got the engine sat in the back. You've got a center exit exhaust, diffuser, massive air intakes on the side. That, honestly, here we go, best car of the show. That is it. That is incredible. .145. I think this is a 2-litre twin spark engine, like my GTB. I think this is like one of the coolest little hatchbacks ever made. It's a shame they didn't do a V6 version of it. So these were based on the Tipo platform, I believe, along with the 146. The 146 is basically a 145, but with a boot on it. I don't know if there's one here, maybe. What else we got here? We've got a 33 Cloverleaf. That is a very cool car too. They did an estate version of that, which is really, really rare. Very, very nice. 164 V6. So this has got the slightly smaller engine to my 156 GTA. It's a huge car. And then we have an Alfa set over here too. It's amazing, like the cars that Alfa Romeo has made, they're all very, very good looking things. They've all got a bit of soul, haven't they? I think a Renault Giordini. These little rally cars are super cool. It's a really cool looking thing. 95 horsepower, 1100cc, made in 1965. Pretty cool looking thing. All right, let's see. I've already turned myself around. I'm heading towards where I was before. What is that? A Burton kit car based on a 2CV. That's quite interesting, huh? But that's actually quite nippy. We got a Lada Niva over here. I think everyone appreciates a Lada Niva, don't they? Really simple little four-wheel drive car. And this one is a coffee van by the looks of it. Patina on it. And coffee machine in the back. Like that, Beetle. We've got Ferraris, but I'm not really that interested in them. Sorry, guys. Oh, Marcus. That's a cool car. So this is based on a Mini. So fiberglass, Mini-based kit car. It's absolutely tiny. Look how small it is. Like, I'm stood next to it. It's so small. Do think those are very, very cool. So Phil the MX-5, an NA MX-5 with a Jag V6 engine in it. Very cool to see that. Very handsome looking thing, and like they changed over the years, so they started off quite streamlined and smooth looking like this. A cool looking door on the back to get at the engine. Then they went like this, and then they have a more aggressive, like modern-ish version. I think it's like an 80s one with a massive wing on it. So this is a Pantera GTS. Looks really different to the original Panteras. A massive wing on the back, very Lamborghini Countach-esque. Look at this. Hopefully there's a Delta on the stand. There has to be a Delta on the stand. Let's see. Yes, there is one. And it looks like there's a Stratos as well. So there's a Delta HF Integrale here. Evolution, I think. It's an amazing car, and it's a shame the current Lancia Deltas are nothing like this. They do actually still make them. Well, the Lancia Delta still exists, but it's nothing like that. Nothing like this Group B Rally Beast. Look at that. Again, another example of how in the 70s cars were just different. Just look at the windscreen of that. It's bonkers. Like, imagine someone designing this car today. There's no way a car manufacturer would let you make that. A short, squat, supercar looking thing designed to dominate rallying. It's just, it was a cool time back in the 70s and 80s when car brands were brave enough to make things like that. Look at the back wheel on that, it's huge. So wide. Strada Abarth. They also made these in Spain as a Seat. This is the one where it's only 3 seats, and apparently if you put the front seats up to get in the back, they touch the roof and you can't actually get in. It's a bit of a bonkers Italian hot hatch. Really cool styling on it. You don't see these at all anymore, really, do you? We've got an X19, a couple of X19s. So the X19, really cool. I think they came with the option of a 1.3 and a 1.5 engine. And again, I think it's the Uno engine and maybe the rear subframe. Oh, sorry, front subframe in the rear. I think, could be wrong. But they're interesting. Like this bumper at the front was added on for like the American market, so it would pass safety tests. It doesn't do anything for the looks, but that happened to a lot of cool looking sports cars back in the day. The original ones were made by Fiat, and then I believe Bertone finished production of these in 81 maybe. And then you can see this is the one with the original bumpers on it. Oh, the smaller bumpers on. Mid-mounted engine, very revvy little unit. And you can apparently drop the Uno turbo engine in those too. Pretty rare now. Again, they used to be quite available. There used to be quite a lot of them knocking about, but here's a Fiat Turbo Coupe 20 valve turbo. These are going up. It is a very aggressive looking car. I don't know if it is as good looking as the GTV. It definitely has something about it though, doesn't it? And then we've got like a Harlequin version of it there. Oh, there's a Punto Turbo over there by the looks of it. Or is it just a Punto Sporting, this one? Wow, I remember Puntos being big. Oh, this is a Punto Sporting, it's not the turbo one. Still cool though. Very, very nice. But I remember those being like a full... Oh, that looks like a 145, basically, but with a different body. I wonder if it is. I thought the 145 was TPO based. Seicento Sporting there. And here, behind this fence, we've got all the auction cars. So there's some interesting stuff in here. GTR Skylines, we've got Mitsubishi Lancers, Subarus. There's some bonkers things in there. I used to own one of these, but first of all, we'll look at the Ginetta G15. So this is Ginetta again, they still make cars. They make a racing series. Oops. But this is the G15. It's an imp-based car. Has a... Well, so the imp is an 875cc engine. What have we got in here? Oh, that is not an imp engine. That is an Alfa Boxer engine in there. That is interesting. That is interesting. A standard there, 875 engines or 930s from a Talbot Sunbeam, but this one has been upgraded to a Alfa Romeo Boxer engine. I bet that is fantastic fun. I don't know if you can see how small that is. Like, just it's up to my hip. It's so small, like that. The roof of it, all fiberglass, easy access through the back here for the engine bay. That all lifts off, but you can see.